Wella, you have 25 minutes.
It depends on you.
Yeah.
How long this will take? I only have, my part here will be very short. So, I'm here to talk about copy effects. Has anyone among you actually read that part of the comprehensive rules or seen it? Right? Alex, yeah, true. So PJ was talking about not having to read the comprehensive rules page by page. So I'm pretty sure this is one of the sections that a lot of us have skipped because it's just so long and it looks so complex, right? And it doesn't always come up in tournaments, but there are times when it is relevant, like in exams, it always comes up for one. There are some formats where there's complex questions about it, Commander, maybe Chaos Draft, and some sealed formats where there's a copy effect along with some other, interacting with some other effects like double-faced cards, more.
For the people who are working on level 2, you have to know copy effects.
Yes.
And just so you guys know how complex this is, every time I see a copy effects and I need to give a ruling, I always refer back to the CR.
Yeah. And it almost always gives you a headache. So, can everybody hear me?
Yes.
Okay, I kind of felt a bit under the weather because the AC was pointed right at me. That's okay. Everyone can hear me, right?
Yeah.
If you can't, just let me know. And not to worry, I have a couple of helpers. So meet Captain Rex. He's a clone. He was a clone trooper, but he's retired now. I heard he has a new hobby. I heard he's now a Pokemon trainer. And anybody want to guess what his favorite Pokemon is? Of course, it's Ditto.
Copy,
So let's start. This will be very quick. Trust me. So, the most important part is the most important part about copy effects is knowing the copyable values of the card that is, or the object that is being copied. So these are the copyable values. Let's talk about the modifiers later. That's the first part. It's going to be comprehensive rules. Here it is. So this part, these are the copyable values. So if a clone copies Naya Battle Mage, how's it going to look like? Kind of like that, right?
No, wrong frame.
Yeah, and also alright. So, but now the modifiers come along. So copy effects, pretty simple. But then sometimes when an object copies another object, it doesn't always come out as an exact replica of the object. So sometimes there are exceptions. So we'll be talking about some of them here. And that's the end of my part. The rest of it is you.
Right.
So let's start with this. So some cards that have copy effects have exceptions to the copy rule. So it doesn't exactly copy everything that's on the object that it's going to copy. So phantasmal image is one example. So if this copies a Naya Battle Mage, how do you think it's going to look like?
There's additional
And what else? So it's going to have visibility, right? And what else?
Then it's illusion. It's an additional illusion.
Raise your hand. I'll follow. Let's follow RC's rule. Okay. Like this, right? So is this the copyable value of the card now? Of the new permanent?
Yes.
Okay. So what happens now when another phantasmal image enters the battlefield and copies this one? What's it going to look like?
There's no trigger ability that whenever you get targeted, you get sacrificed.
Alright. any other different answers?
So it's possible.
That would be redundant.
Yeah,
It's correct.
Yeah,
But it's correct.
it should be illusion, human shaman illusion.
That's right. So it would have
It's correct, right?
instances of the triggers of the
You should have two illusions.
Yeah,
ability,
you
and
should
it
have-
would still be
you should have
an
two illusions.
illusion on top of being a human shaman.
It should have two illusions.
It should be an illusion of an illusion.
It should be a human shaman illusion.
It's still an illusion.
It doesn't
On
matter,
top of
but
other types.
it doesn't matter, but it should.
No more space anyway. Okay, so
What if
next.
it's in the practice
So,
like that?
As this creature enters the battlefield. So, here's the scenario. A clone enters the battlefield as a copy of an etched oracle that's on the battlefield with 4 counters on it. You cast the clone with 3 atoms and 1 song. How many counters does it come with? 2 counters? Okay. Right.
No, wait,
The question
it
is
should.
without the last two lines. How many counters do we have? Question. Take out if 3 other ones.
I'm sorry?
Okay, if you take out the last part of if 3 other and 1 song was used to cast it, just put a question mark after how many counters do we have? If the other question,
Well, somebody answered 0, you should ask them.
Oh, somebody answered 0, yes. Can you tell me why? Oh, you didn't see the last part? Okay. So yes, it does enter the battlefield with just 2 counters. Easy, right? All good so far? So here's another one. So we have Korean elves here. It's already in the battlefield. Blue was the chosen color for the second ability. And then everybody knows what Mirror Weave does? So target, choose a non-legendary creature. Target creature becomes a copy of that creature until end of turn. So, sorry, each other creature becomes a copy of that creature until end of turn. So there's only one other creature, which is a 1/1 soldier, and it becomes a copy of Korean elves. And so the first question is, what color of mana will it generate for the second ability? 0 mana? Does anyone have any different answers? Or can someone tell me why 0? That's right. So no color was chosen, so it doesn't generate any mana for the second ability. Yes, Alex?
Because the chosen entity was not a copyable value.
That's right. And you only get to do it when it enters the battlefield. Yes, as it enters the battlefield.
So can you tap it to cast spell using the second ability?
Can you?
Tap it to cast a spell.
You can, but it won't do anything. Because there's
You should ask, can you tap it to add mana?
Anyway.
You can tap it to try to add mana. You can.
You can.
So-
okay.
This is the longer explanation from the comprehensive rules. You can skip that part. So now let's talk about double faced cards. So, a clone copies a Delver's of secrets like this. So it's already on the battlefield. Is the clone, will it be able to transform? Does anybody have a different answer? Any yes? Come on. No love for Rex the clone? Okay. But you're right. So it can't transform because the copyable value is just the front, the face that's currently facing off.
Yes. And the other one also is
So
face unusual.
simple, right? Excellent. Now, a clone copies the back face of a multiplexer, which is Ravager. What will it look like? Just like this? Okay. I heard a no. Yes.
Supposed to be one cost top right there.
There's supposed to be Manacos. What will be the Manacos?
In this case, what?
Any answers? What will be the Manacos? Okay, the Manacos will be the cost of the prompting. Yes. Okay, guys, let him speak.
From what I read in the CR, okay, so the code will look like premature of the files, but when it checks the day side, it has no, the code has no the day side or the night side, so because it says there's no cover to manifest, it's CMC 0.
CMC 0. Alright, so who says CMC 0? Who says it's 4?
CMC, right?
So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, okay. And if it's, will it be able to transform?
Oh, that one
So
is.
everyone agrees that it won't be able to.
It's on folder.
So the answer? So you're right, it won't be able to transform. And he's right. The CMC is 0 because it has no D size. It only copies the face that's currently up, so it only copies the next side. And that's from the copies. All good? Next example.
Wow.
So here's how it goes. So it's the upkeep. So the ability of Delver triggered. But as a response, I cast Mirroring, making all my other features, I only have 2, all my other features a copy of Elite Vanguard.
I have a question. Why?
Because I can.
Opponent has.
Opponent
I'll
does.
change my scenario. My opponent did. Alright. So, what will it look like? So, after mirroring results, what would the Delver look like?
No wait, before is it after the Delver of Secrets?
Before.
No, not yet.
Before.
Okay.
It's still on the
Not
stack.
on the stack.
It's
Okay.
still on the stack.
Not yet.
Mirroring just results.
Still like Elite Vanguard.
Will it be able? So now, no other counters, no other spells or abilities are activated. It's now time to resolve. Will it be able to transform?
Yeah, you still transform.
Yes.
Yeah, it depends what you need.
Still transform.
And
But we still
what will it look like?
Elite Vanguard.
Will it look like Elite Vanguard? How about you guys? Elite Vanguard? Okay, can you tell me why?
You go by object. Any
No matter which phase it is still the mirroring is still like so I think it's still a copy of Elite Vanguard. I feel mirroring is compared to
Why would it be able to transform?
because it is still
It's still a
double phase.
It's still a double face card. Any different answers? Let's see. So first, before, after mirroring results, it will be a copy of the Vanguard. Will it be able to transform? Yes, it will. What will it look like after it transforms? It would. Is that right?
Yeah, I look like that. Right. But it's still one Elite Vanguard.
It will be. He's right. It will be a copy of the Elite Vanguard until end of turn.
Level 2 gila.
At the end of turn, what will happen at the end of turn?
It becomes like the treat.
Becomes the transform form. Oh, this is very easy for you guys. I don't need to present this anymore. Okay, next. as the last slide picks up, rather than the lead card, everything becomes a copy of Huntmaster. So, what will it look like? We copied this one, right? Will it be able to transform? Yes. What will it look like after it transforms? Will it be Huntmaster? And then at the end of turn?
What happens with the Huntmaster trigger will be the copy of the Devil Huntmaster trigger thing.
Yes. So after at the end of turn, it would be yes, correct. So even when you're copying double spark, you only take a look at this one. So it would still be the insectile aberration when cheeks forms. Yeah, we're done. Almost done.
When it transform, it will be transferred become Huntmaster family as well, right?
Sorry? No, it will trigger. The cheeks form will trigger through this one.
Just
But
apply
it
the
would still be the aberration. It would still be the aberration. Because it never copied the back piece of the line.
So it's true we transfer into the
Yes?
When it's transformed into the same
we have
Huntmaster,
error to Huntmaster family.
does it trigger the
Yeah,
Huntmaster
that's,
ability?
that, do you get the wolf?
The
Do you
wolf,
get the way again too, right?
get the wolf and the game two, right?
It doesn't enter the battlefield.
But it transforms into Huntmaster.
So it becomes a copy of the Huntmaster.
Yeah, but then
Yeah, but then you
transform.
transform, it's still
So
transform.
from being an insectile aberration.
No.
No.
From being a Delta secret that become a Huntmaster. If the ability resolved, if I use instant responsibility, it's supposed to transform, right?
Right.
When it transforms, it is still a Huntmaster of the file, right?
No, it would be an aberration.
Yeah, it's an aberration that's a copy of Huntmaster.
Yeah.
So,
So will it trigger the
how will it trigger the
Huntmaster?
Huntmaster?
Transform again.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
I would think so because it's
Wasn't-
already a Huntmaster, so it doesn't transform into it. So
When-
I don't think it would trigger.
When the name Huntmaster of the Fells is referred in the card, it's referring to the card itself,
Yeah.
not necessarily.
No,
Yeah.
You transform into insectile aberration, then you apply the layer 1, it copies into a Huntmaster.
So
It copies, it doesn't transform into a
So it
Huntmaster.
doesn't triggers.
okay.
It doesn't trigger. Any other questions about this one? Before we move on to face down permanence?
So it transforms into the copy. Transform apply copy. Transform is
And
an
then
event.
the copy, all the interaction of the effect says that your it transforms into but in between there's like in micro split second and nothing happens. Players come in and say, hey,
So you don't, the Huntmaster doesn't actually see itself transforming.
No, what if I do Huntmaster, I can't be
That's a question that
Oh, nice day.
Layers is always there to tell you what this object what this object is. It's not it doesn't predict the future.
This guy.
Yeah, so it's not actually let's say if you have a Ravager and Huntmaster and this one is
Okay,
and
so,
then you check use his
uh,
guys
Mark's
to
question
copy you,
is
whatever.
that, alright, everyone with us? Okay, so Mark's question is that, so Mark had a question, while the ability is on the stack, it becomes a copy of the lead letter, right? And then, he wants to know why it would still transform when it's already in the lead pad.
Because every instance of a card name on the card refers to the card, the object. So if it says Delver of Secrets and then you take like an eraser and erase the name of secrets, the bottom will say Delver and no of Secrets. Get it? Yeah.
So the ability is already on the stack, even if its name changes, the ability is still be referring to that as the object. So it will try to transform it since it has a backface, it will successfully transform. But since the effect of mirror is still in place, it would still be like the
Like
sorry, delete that.
Only trigger one.
For those having discussions or they have any more questions or scenarios to share with double face cards before we move on to the face down permanents. Okay, so face down permanents. So once again, it's pretty simple. For any face down permanent, it has these characteristics, right? So any face down permanent would simply look like this. That would be its copyable values. Okay. So it's your turn. Upon copies the face down permanent, what does it look like?
that thing on magic, yeah.
This one? This one?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, if you think your questions are being answered too quickly, maybe you can start banning the L2 plus.
Okay. Okay. Let's try that again. And I'll ban it too. No, I'm just kidding. So let's give the other two chance. Okay, next question. So a creature with morph becomes a copy of a face down permanent. What does it look like? Raise your hand.
L2 is bad.
Or megamorph.
So L3 is not bad.
Okay, L1's first.
So
Yeah. So
What was the question again?
So your deathbit, yeah, what was the
this
question?
raptor becomes a copy of this face down bird.
So you cast mirror weave on that guy. As in you cast mirror weave on the creature, the 2/2, right?
Okay, it would
Yeah.
look like this one, right? But did it have megamorph?
Oh, what was the question again?
Will it be able to morph? So the answer is that it would look like this, right? So will it be, the next question is, will it be able to megamorph and turn itself into a death miscracker? No, why not, Alvin? Any other answers?
Raptor copy the.
Raise your hand. Mick, I think you were raising your hand earlier. Okay. Okay. What if this student creature is also has the morph ability? Will that change anything? No.
The text of that is replaced with an text box.
I think Wella is trying to say is that, let's say you copy the morph creature and you have something to give that misraptor morph.
Let's say this one that it's copying is also a death misraptor that's turned face down.
Oh, okay.
Will it be able, when this becomes a copy of this, will it be able to turn itself face up?
No.
No?
Yes.
Who said yes?
Alright, I'm also confused now. I'm also confused now. What is the question?
Okay. So this is the original card. This is the original card.
Okay.
And then we're going to cast mirror weave.
Getting one.
And we'll be copying this feature. Now let's say this feature It's a face down feature, right?
Face down.
So underneath is another depth misraptor. So it's a face down depth misraptor. So this one becomes a copy of this, right? Will this now will it be able to transform?
Which one? The depth misraptor, right?
The depth misraptor that became a copy of the face down depth misraptor. Still no?
The simple way to look at this is based on like original that
Face down can.
Okay. Okay. Clear? Yes. So it doesn't matter what's underneath this card. If this is what we're copying, we're only going to look at the front face, the face that we're seeing. Let's go back.
The next question will
Okay, now, a face down permanent becomes a copy of another feature. There. So now,
so scared.
he's shy because we already showed him once. Okay, but if this feature, this is a face down feature, what if it becomes a copy of this one, the bleed band? There. What will it look like? There.
He's shy.
Yeah, he's shy. Oh, because I only meant to show this. So we have a face down feature that became a copy of Lead Vanguard. What's it gonna look like? Lead Vanguard? Everybody?
Yes.
Okay. This is actually supposed to be the answer. It's gonna look like this.
Face down. Face down is still two colors. The face down will be.
So Alex, I think you're saying something. Do you agree with the answer?
What was the answer?
Okay. Alright, so if a face down feature becomes a copy of another feature, it's still gonna look like this.
The front face will look
Can anybody explain why?
Because when something is face down, it will be that character. It will do no name, no whatever. So
Right.
even if it becomes a copy of something that's face up, the face down thing will not be the elite bank.
Okay, so say is the face down feature did become a copy of the lead Vanguard. So it is an elite Vanguard that is face
Face
down.
down.
So it would still look like this because it's face down. But if an effect somehow turns it face up,
It will become the elite bank.
then it would become all clear? Yeah.
So it's 2-2-E. So technically, at the bottom of the face down card, it says lead Vanguard.
Yeah.
If you ask the converted mana cost of this face down card, it's 2-1.
Yes.
Is it?
Zero.
Zero. We're not talking about double faced cards anymore.
How is it to live and that's one?
Face down cards always
This face down, this on double face.
No, and elite and guys only one.
So if, for example, the original face down card was had a morph ability and it became a copy of the lead Vanguard, will it still be able to morph? No, not anymore because it wouldn't have yes.
I just have a question. So, if this copies a face up that misraptor, so can I megamorph it? Yes, we can. That's why.
That's actually
Next question.
that's actually the next. So the face down or the face up status is not a copyable value, but it would still be applied. And about your question, if a face down feature copies face up feature with morph, then it will be a face down feature that would have the morph ability. And you would be able to turn it face up. When you turn it face up, what will it look like? The depth is factor, right? Okay, so we're moving on.
Sorry, I have another follow-up question. So if they were Vesuvian shapeshifter that I'm copying, so because I understand that Vesuvian shapeshifter text access you can turn it face down, but it still has needed
Okay.
so
Yeah.
you again one more fit
Okay.
become
I have that somewhere. Let's display it. Let's just look at this.
It's not that hard. It's not that hard. All this copy, face up, it's not that hard.
Okay, so what Eugene is asking is if you have a Vesuvian shapeshifter, which should turn itself face down or face up.
So let's say your face down Japanese raptor and you play mirrorly firing a face up Vesuvian shapeshifter.
Okay.
So we understand that so we understand that now the bottom portion become Vesuvian shapeshifter and you can morph it. So when you unmorph it, then of course it will do its thing as Vesuvian shapeshifter. And Vesuvian shapeshifter has a text that at the end of turn you can turn it face down again.
Oh no, I think I understand Eugene's question. You're saying that the face up
Let me
shifter
finish first.
is already a copy of something else, correct? Or it cannot be face up.
Yeah, but again, as the Vesuvian shapeshifter's text says, when you copy something else, it still has that special clause that first version is now.
So to that answer your question, it will still be the copy of, you will have the two mana cost morph and the text saying that you can turn face down that will keep, but it will be a copy of whatever the Vesuvian shapeshifter was copying. Okay, you cannot copy another creature that is on the battlefield. The face up Vesuvian shapeshifter, whatever is copying, the face down creature that was face down, when you pay the two mana cost to unmorph it up, you cannot copy another creature. It will be a copy of whatever the Vesuvian shapeshifter was, but it will still have the two mana morph and the can turn face down.
Okay.
No, I got one
I never finish listening to this question, and then you start.
Yeah. I'm trying to load the text here.
I heard the question.
I'll just read it here. Yep.
Just discussing this. We just have to make sure. So instead of morph with the case with the head before, if what if the it's not a morph but the manifest?
Wait, sorry. We shouldn't start a new discussion while we're still having another discussion here. Then. So, Wella, try and finish what you want to say. We can even move on from this if you want to, but just keep everyone on the same page instead of crunching into 100 different discussions.
So I can't load it right now, so I'll just read it. So the scenario that Eugene was asking about was that the face down permanent copies the Vesuvian shapeshifter, which has the triggered ability that as it's turned face up or as it enters the battlefield, you may choose another creature in the battlefield. If you do, until Vesuvian shapeshifter is turned face down, it becomes a copy of that creature and means at the beginning of your upkeep, you may turn this creature face down. Right? So you're saying that it copies a Vesuvian shapeshifter or a creature that was copied by the shapeshifter.
For example, there's an
that has the ability at the beginning of your upkeep, you may turn this creature face down, right? Okay. Did anybody get it? be a shapeshifter that's face down. That's it.
Yeah, unless if he pays the cost.
To morph it, then it would turn itself face up, and then you can copy another picture.
Now you have two copy effects happening. One ends as annotated, the other one ends if it is face up. So
Yeah,
you
two
stay
copy
there.
effects happening.
So what happens when multiple effects are affecting the same layer? You look at the timestamp.
So if always you have the solution filter with whatever.
Until it's turned face down again.
Yeah, that video will stay there because the mirror of video will end with so then only copy of video will be one. But once you turn the face down, then you come back to some. That's the chapter because yeah, once you turn face down, it's right.
This is a cool scenario. Okay. I'm not able to load it, but I'm gonna write it down.
Once you turn the face down, because the one that makes it close to the angle will be. So you come face down, that's the chapter. You choose to turn the face down.
So it has this ability. So we can share it with everyone.
Is this transform? Is that?
Right? I'm standing now.
Right? So a face down creature becomes a copy of a decision shapeshifter. That's a copy of something else, let's say an elite vanguard that has this additional ability. Okay? It doesn't have more. It's just an elite vanguard that has this ability. But since it's face down, it's still a 2/2 creature with no abilities, no text, no name, and under that it's an elite vanguard with that ability. Am I right? Did y'all get it?
Can you repeat the question?
Okay. So the shapeshifter is like this. Okay. So that's the text of the shapeshifter.
Okay.
Copied in the elite vanguard. So we have an elite vanguard with this ability. Right? So
When you copy a video mega facing up or facing
the permanent that copied the elite vanguard with that ability is a face down permanent. So it's an elite vanguard with that ability, but it's face down, so it's a 2/2 creature with no nothing. And
Can't turn it face up.
no, it's not a visible shapeshifter. It's not gonna have the morph ability. Any other crazy scenarios?
The one that
Combinations?
where do you go?
He's back.
Let's
Oh yeah. You had a question about manifest, right?
Okay. So I was discussing that if it's not a morph, it's a manifest, and manifest features copy become right?
Yes, it has an effect that you could turn it face up.
Yeah, because it's manifest can it one point.
So the question is, when it copies a creature that was cast face down through manifest, does it copy the manifest effect? That's what you're talking about, right? So let's say in this scenario,
Wella, I think this question is, if a manifested face down picture copies Elite Vanguard, that's his question.
oh, that's your question? Oh, okay.
Isn't that the ability to face up?
One mana.
Yes, because the manifest effect is still with that creature. It's still the same object.
So what happens if the card behind is something like it's not official?
Then it won't be able to. Then it won't be able to turn it face up.
Although after it's copied by the
Oh, so you mean you have a face down card
That is not a creature.
that was manifested, that wasn't a creature that you chose a copy of Elite Vanguard, then yeah, you'd be able to turn it face up.
What happens?
You can't.
Wait, hold on. Let's check this.
I'm pretty sure there was a CR where whenever there's a card type that's not supposed to be in the battlefield, you go to
Whatever state that it's state for.
There's something about face down permanent.
Turning face down again. No, still the same thing. You just can't turn it face up. It's the same thing, you just can't turn it face up.
If let's say
Okay, alright. So, to answer your question, a manifested permanent that's represented by an instant or sorcery card would turn face up. Its controller reveals it and leaves it face down. But it's represented.
If it's basic line, if it's a basic line, it's a basic it's not an instant or just keep
This time around, you're because you're trying to turn it down for But if it were an artifact manifested, it would turn face up, right?
Yes. If you was
As
what if it's a face swap?
it would still turn face up as an Elite Vanguard.
What happened then of course?
And this is still
Any more interesting scenarios or questions?
713
Yes.
is if it will turn face up. It doesn't say anything if it stops being.
Okay,
You
guys.
have, I have 2 Hunt Masters, and my opponent mirror with my Hunt Master. So when they transform, will the Ravager ability trigger? Will the the one that copy will the Ravager ability trigger? You have 2 Hunt Masters that is about to transform. So ability on the stack, I mirror with your Hunt Master.
the one of them.
Whatever lah, it's still Hunt Master.
So
when
there's a copy of
okay, first question, will you transform? I suppose everybody will say yes. Okay, so will the Ravager ability trigger? Or will the Hunt Master ability trigger? Or will anything trigger? So anybody doesn't get my question?
Got it?
Only one.
Yeah, so if you say something trigger, which one? If you say nothing trigger, why?
So who wants to answer?
I think it's the same case with
It is the same case with Delver. Continue.
I mean, the Ravager, the Ravager will trigger. Hunt Master, that was a copy Hunt Master, will transform into Hunt Master, doesn't trigger.
Alright.
So your answer is the second Hunt, the
The
Hunt Master
copy-
that copy
Copy one
doesn't
will be a Hunt Master.
will be the Hunt Master, so it
And
doesn't
nothing
trigger. Anybody?
Ditto Master. I guess.
So what's your final answer? Will it trigger?
So Yi's answer is it doesn't trigger.
Copy.
So
The
Ditto
copy.
Master doesn't trigger.
Ditto
the
Master
copy,
is a Hunt
the
Master.
Ditto Master doesn't trigger. Yeah. So any other answer? So for any other answer?
Yeah, my answer was initially same as E, but after I read through the CR, I say that it will trigger.
It's a Hunt Master trigger.
The Hunt Master
Gain two
trigger
life
will
and-
trigger.
Oh, so that means
Hunt
earlier,
Master transform into a Hunt Master will trigger the Hunt Master.
so the earlier situation,
Okay, a Hunt Master has a copy effect of another Hunt Master on it. When it transforms, so now you have Ravager face up Ravager has a
there's a
has
Hunt
a
Master.
copy of Hunt Master will triggers the Hunt Master trigger. Because when before it transform, it has the ability of Hunt Master, so that's fine. Okay. Now you ask yourself, when does the trigger? What is the conditions of the trigger ability actually satisfies? When it transforms and it has into this guy. So the thing is, because when you transform, is this side, and after you perform actions, it's immediately into this side. It has no information of in between. So you always have to look back, asking, hey, you did something, what you did? I transform. So you transform. Okay, you transform into A, transform into B. Okay, I'll activate this.
So why didn't it work for the Delver just now?
Delver is
Why say that? That is Delver's trigger.
Yeah.
Wait, Delver, what trigger is the one? The
Delver
Delver is
trigger,
also
transform
trigger
trigger on the
Hunt
stack,
Master.
transform into Hunt Master.
you triggers the hunt. No, right?
It's like this, right?
Yes,
Yeah. No, but
The
if
Delver.
you say like this, then the Delver will also trigger the Hunt Master.
Yeah.
The original Wella's question.
Delver upkeep ability on the stack, then Mirror Wave copies Hunt Master. Then the ability resolves, flips, transforms.
It's transformed, but what's the trigger on the now it's become a copy of Delver, right?
No, Hunt
No,
Master.
Hunt Master.
Mirror Wave targeting
The
Hunt Master.
Delver in play, Hunt Master in play, right? So Delver upkeep trigger on the stack,
Yeah.
and then cast Mirror Wave targeting Hunt Master. So Delver becomes a Hunt Master. Then
Hunt Master.
Delver trigger resolve, Delver flip.
Yes. Then you will trigger the Hunt Master.
You will trigger.
You will trigger the trigger. You will triggers the Hunt Master triggers. That's what I would say.
So
Unless someone else.
Use the condition.
when do we agree?
What's the relevance here? That made you change your mind?
Is on the
Transform.
it's on the I rule it based on the information you have before you on the other side happen immediately after that. Just read on the transform words.
So but the question is
Now the main question is how you interpret the trigger abilities. What actually trigger these trigger abilities? You have to transform into this, but because of this ability doesn't exist when you face out. It has to be faced out in order for this to triggers, right? So how does it know this actually triggers? So it has to look back what you did.
Which is the L.
So you ask what? So I have a trigger ability. So asking you, has this condition met? Yes, I have transform in what? Me. Okay, now I will trigger.
So we only check the layer. We check the layer first, then only the trigger.
I
We
think
check after the layer.
you check as in whether you met the transform condition.
So to clarify, Handmaster transformed into Handmaster will still fulfill the condition for the trigger ability to be triggered.
Because it's still transformed into a rapture.
Because regardless, the action of
It
transformation is
transform. It
still
transform. No,
Transform.
because my question will be, when is the layer checked? The layer is checked before the resolving of the ability.
No. The layer is always
The layer is always there.
It's always there.
So then when you check, the layer is already there.
Yes.
So the question is, will the ability trigger or not?
Then the next question, the next question will the ability, because then it's at least it's like on the same page, or else then it's
Everyone agrees it would trigger? And it would look like this?
That's why usually when you all come up with the manifesto, then I come up with the next question, then it doesn't make sense.
So you play the manifest mana, then face out, it's a living card, right? Then enter, mirror with ends, it becomes a brainstorm in the battlefield.
You cannot play it. There's a
People will say that
you can try to play it. Then they see as a brainstorm, go back down. So your flying change pointed to A. If the mana represented by an instant or
Because he didn't say you transform from what to what. He only said you transform into.
the answer was that you can try to transform, but it will turn back. That's not really.
Yeah. It's a hard transform.
So it's like
So it's basically like Handmaster transform. It's basically a Handmaster represented by
But it is transforming. I thought it'll be transforming, but on top it's still
the manifest is let's say brainstorm. So you attempt to moving on.
It looks like that. The end result. So Alex's question. This is the end result. 2 month masters on the battlefield. This one, master number 1, becomes a copy of this one. So it only takes the face-up value, right? The copyable value, puts it on this one. The transform triggers on the stack. So they still transform. But after this transforms, it still looks like this. Because this one was copied. And his question was, this ability triggered for the first one? So the answer, there's already an answer, it still triggers. Because it still transforms.
But you trigger the
That's
Handmaster.
like,
It's the
this is the
Handmaster ability is the one that's triggered.
It's the Handmaster.
It's the Handmaster ability that's the one that's triggered. You get a 2/2 move.
You get a 2/2 wolf and gain 2 life.
Yeah. You get a move.
This one don't get it.
Because it transforms, it's a Handmaster. So you trigger the
You trigger the Handmaster ability.
yeah. So the earlier one is revised. Yeah.
So this will triggers the Ravager triggers.
The right
That will triggers the Handmaster triggers.
The right one.
two different triggers.
So you gain 2 life, gain 1 wolf, and gain 4
Oh yeah, once you then you face out, and then enter, then it becomes a brainstorm, then you put it back face down. That's what so what
Okay, so
Next topic.
Actually, the seminar was actually meant to focus on permanence, so these next two would be really short. So we also have effects that copy spells and abilities. So these are all the characteristics of the spells are copied. I mean, not all. These are the characteristics that are copied. Although most of the time, effects that copy spells allow you to choose new targets for the copy. But by default, it would take the mode that was chosen, the value of X, the targets, and any additional or alternative cost that was selected for the original spell that it's copied. Or
Splice effect will be copied as well, right?
sorry.
Splice effect.
Okay. So if the effect allows you to change the targets of the spell, usually the wording is like here. You may choose new targets for the copy. So you don't have to, even if the original targets are not legal for the copy. But if you're going to change the target, all the new targets have to be. Now, when the spell is copied, it goes directly to the stack. You don't cast it, so abilities that trigger when the spell is cast do not trigger, except when the wording is like this. When the ability itself instructs you to cast a copy of the spell. Like do you remember the cipher ability? So this allows you to cast a copy of the encoded card without paying expense. So when you're casting a copy of the spell, it follows the same rules, except the spell doesn't come from your hand. It doesn't come from, well, it comes from the same zone where the object is in. Then it goes to the stack. And the other, yes?
Yes, notes. When this copy effects actually copy cards, not spells, right?
Yes. Yes, yes. You're casting it's more for casting a copy of the spell. But yeah, it is a copy. And then the other exception is that the copy is being cast while another stellar ability is being resolved. So for Cipher, for example, during the resolution of this ability, you're casting a copy of the coded card. Other than that, it follows the same rules.
Finish asking.
Alright.
This is a little bit about EDH. Okay, it's okay. I play Sakashima. Sakashima and Unstructured Files. This copies the entire abilities. How about the name? Say Sakashima's copy Master 36 when Sakashima lands enters the battlefield, or it's still saying that if Master of Spells comes enters the battlefield.
Actually, the name is used to refer to the object.
So the name change
Write it down for everyone. We have last one. We have one last question.
So I think he's trying to ask whether we can get that.
Write it down so
Yeah, that's one side. That's the Handmaster is Actually, something funny. I want to ask this question. I mean, claim and say
That's okay with this.
Is it right? So your scenario is that this one copy standard file is a copy of Hunt Master of Defense. Right? So it's gonna be a Hunt Master. It's gonna be a Sakashima Deep Foster with Hunt Master's ability. In addition to its other types, and it has this additional ability.
But now actually from the Handmaster trigger ability, does the name changes from Handmaster to Sakashima, but it still stays what Handmaster?
So you're just stressing that in the text, does the Hunt Master of the change to the Sakashima?
It enters the battlefield, so it will trigger.
The first question will be
But it's not going to transform into a Hunt Master because it has no.
I'm just saying it says or transform into Sakashima or transform into Handmaster.
No, he's just trying to say whether the word Hunt Master of the Fells will that name change to Sakashima.
Oh, okay.
I think it will still say Handmaster too.
But it will still trigger, right?
But it will still refer to that card. So it will still refer to Sakashima.
So that means the word wouldn't change
So
for.
it wouldn't change
Because the
the
only thing that changes actually is that the name is Sakashima.
Yeah.
That's all. It's still a copy of Hunt Master of the Spell, except that the name is Sakashima.
That would be a very interesting question at the school at once.
But wait, when it transforms, although the ability says when it transforms.
No, when it comes to the play.
Yeah, I mean, although it says that, it still refers, we always say the name refers to the card itself.
But then it will just fuck up everything.
So earlier on we had this question about the face down Destiny Stranded and the face up Destiny Protector. What was the answer that was given?
Oh.
I didn't really hear the answer, so I don't know what you guys are saying. Yeah. Yeah, basically it's this one. So this is also a Destiny Stranded. And this is the face up one. And someone mirror weaves targeting that one, right?
Yes.
So what was the answer? What was the question and what was the answer?
The question was if it would be able to turn itself face up and forth, and the answer is no because it just takes into account its energy.
And this one, what is this? This is the so that is after mirror weave, that is a 2-2 nameless colorless bar. If you try to turn it face up, you turn it around and you see a 2 colorless face down, 2 colorless bar. And so you can
She just named that.
and this one is a 2 colorless bar, which is face up.
They just name